I'm with you. Where am I?
Follow me.
Probability of survival critical. Location. This is Goliath, the central administrative center for the Berserker faction. Potentially hostile. Crony was held as a technological captive to be disassembled. Assessing. This building has 45 rooms, 15 apartments. 7 apartments are in a habitable condition. 6 are uninhabitable. These ruins have been fortified into a stronghold by the Berserker faction.
I have brought you a report from another city.
Yes? Which city did you go to?
I went to the Dome City in Abessa.
Any information about the other factions is useful. Tell me what you learned.
The people in the Dome City seem to want to remain neutral, but they are waiting to be attacked by the Alps. They know the war is coming.
I think they're short of supplies and feeling lost, leaderless, awaiting the axe to fall. The war has displaced a lot of refugees into Abessa, and there's a lot of argument over what to do with them and what they mean. That takes up most of their time. Thank you for your report.
Analyzing. Useful object. Acquired.
Thanks. I can find a use for that.
The law forbids such technology.
Are you here to pay me those shards you owe me? Because I'm pissed.
Teach me something.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Just what will happen if we all begin to rely on machines?
Have faith. Something always turns up.
teach me something?
Yes.
Too easy.
get away with that.
Air pressure and temperature normal.
I'm in.
Crazy out there. People trying to get away and not knowing where to go. Behaving like it's the end of the world. The government has made it official. Supposed to go to the coast. Traffic? The roads that are open into the highlands.
Analyzing. Remains of obsolete wheeled transportation. Most automobiles required the creation of roadways. Inefficient. Outdated. Carburetors are approximately 273.5% more efficient in their use of fuel and resources. Scanning carbon dioxide levels for photosynthesis. Registering traces of ammonium picrate in the atmosphere.
Kill you, you fucking asshole!
Try it.
Come on then, you bastard!
Well, it's on now, asshole. Those bastard berserkers got what they deserved. I guess you won't be joining them now, will you?
You got the job done here.
It wasn't easy. Those berserkers can handle themselves. Luckily, my little grenade trick worked.
Grenade trick?
Yeah, I told one of my guys to put a grenade in his mouth, pull the pin, and jump on a berserker.
And he did it?
Sure. I pumped him full of chems beforehand. He thought he'd survive. This is war. This is a battle to the last. You have to use every trick. And I get to take his share, too.
Why attack these berserkers?
Those bastards are trying to take what's ours. This is the Duke's land. Fuck their trees. We own this desert. And we're keeping it.
But what about the elves?
Them too. No one has taken what we own. No one's taken our freedom. Believe me, the Duke already has plans in the works to get rid of their converter.
What about your comrades?
We'll leave them for the desert to clean up. Between the sand and the wildlife, Tavar has a short memory. Take whatever you want from their bodies.
Are you setting up camp here?
Fuck off. Why would I want to hang out in this scrap of desert when I can be back there with a cold beer, warm women, and the Duke telling me that I am the man? I'm going back to the fort to get my share.
What did the Duke promise you for getting rid of the Berserkers?
A couple of thousand shards.
Is that enough?
Are you kidding? That Elexit plus the Duke knowing I am the man? Oh, that's worth a lot. And you can be sure, as the last survivor to return and make a report, I will be asking William for a bonus.
I'll come with you to the fort.
Good. I can use someone to watch my back. It's not like any of my team can do that. Follow me and we'll head back now. Where are you from?
Nowhere.
No one's from nowhere. You'd do better to make something up. People will think you have a secret. And secrets are worth shards.
Was that a threat?
A threat? Why would I threaten you? That was useful advice. Let's get going, yeah? We've made some good distance, but the hard bit comes next. Shards attract trouble, and I want to get home in a state where I can spend them. There are plenty of ambush spots out there, so keep your eyes open, and let's not get shot, eaten, or messed up by anything on the way home.
Why did the outlaws set up home out here in Tavar?
They've always been out here. I mean, if you got a price on your head, where else you gonna run? People have been running out here into the desert ever since the territory wars. And now the Duke, I think the other factions are in for a surprise. We're not just gonna sit in the desert with him in charge. We're gonna start taking what's ours. Are we just gonna stand here, or are we going to the fort? All right, we're still alive. We're still alive. Take my advice. Don't go near the converter. That's one stupid way to get killed.
Is that so?
But if there's someone you really need to get rid of, you can throw them in there. Hands clean, problem gone, issue over and done with. All thanks to Zakor. See, even the Alps have their uses. We just need to go a little further. Oh, I can almost touch those chems from here. This is the life. This is the life! But say, have you ever been to the fort?
No.
Oh, then you are in for a time. All this out here, that's just to pay for what's in there. You make sure you go to the entertainment district. Oh, and don't piss off the Duke, or you won't be enjoying anything. Now listen, can you hear that? That's the entertainment district calling us. Let's go and collect that fat reward. Keep it moving. Are we just gonna stand around? Come on. Keep it moving. get going, yeah? Keep it moving. So, here we are. Welcome to the largest pile of old world scrap on Megaland. Keep your mouth and your pockets shut, and you'll make it here. More than make it, you'll find a life worth living. I know I will as soon as I get my reward.
I'll come with you.
No, no, no. I am the man. That's the saying. Not we are the men. I don't need company. You go get yourself a drink, and Max will look after you. I'll get you a few shards, okay? But that's my generosity and my name that will do that. You hanging around is not going to help. So you head off and I'll find you later, right?
When will you pay me?
Meet me tomorrow in the bar. That will give me time to scrape the shards together, right?
Are you our reinforcements?
No.
Right, of course not. That was too much to hope for.
Does this place get attacked a lot?
What does it look like?
And you're the guard here?
One of them. It depends on the day.
You seem pretty certain of yourself.
The fort isn't a place to dither. You've got to know what you want, what you're prepared to put up with. Either you draw the line, or someone else will end up owning you.
Well, look who we've got here. A newbie. You've got balls walking around out here. The creatures out here tend to eat people who do that. You can relax. We took care of the creatures. That's what we do out here.
Who are you?
People call me Bullet. So, I guess you can do the same.
What do you do here?
We're exterminators. We deal with any creatures that approach the fort. You know, we stop them eating people.
You're not very chatty, are you?
What do you want to talk about? The weather? It's hot. The creatures? They're nasty. The converter? It's an alb curse that attracts monsters. That chatty enough for you? Or do complete strangers always tell you their life history? So, you want to get into the fort?
Yes.
Once you're in, look for William on the bridge out by the scrap district. Tell him we need more men here. Tell him if I don't get them, he should lock his door at night. Because when we're dead, the streets will be full of creatures, and they'll be coming to gnaw off his nutsacks next.
What kind of creatures are we talking about?
Well, you've been out there, and everything out there wants to get in here. But recently, there have been more of those animals with machines embedded in them. You asked me, it's some sort of plan by the clerics or the elves to wipe us out.
Welcome, brave traveler. Though you have walked far and the journey has been hard, you have now arrived in paradise. That'll be 200 shards admission, please.
There was no specification of the services that would be supplied. Recommend refusal until these are clarified.
It's 200 to get in. Is that clear enough?
Here, 200 shards.
200 shards to enter paradise. Have a day of dreams, and remember the man who made it all possible. Me.
Tell me about this place.
Like what? What do you want to know?
What do you think I should know?
Right. Okay, so, where do I begin? Do you know about Baxter? Bloody Baxter? He used to be in charge here. Baxter turned the fort into what it is today. Before that, they were just a bunch of ruins, full of scrap. A place to piss in out of the desert sun. But with a vision, a dream, and just a touch of sadistic, overly brutal ass-kicking, Baxter turned a piss pot into a gold mine.
So, what happened to Baxter?
The Duke happened. The Duke and his family. The Duke had the muscle, the connections, the firepower. And that sister of his? Nasty. She had the brains. Found the weak spots in the defenses and brought the Duke's men right in here. So Baxter got out. Fuck knows where he is now. Probably dead under a rock. But things aren't too bad under the Duke's leadership, I suppose. Life can be good if you don't cross him or his people.
Tell me about his people.
Well, there's his twin sister, Nasty. She can handle herself, but I get the sense she's bored in here. She looks after planning and things, but she's restless. Oh, and don't try talking to her unless you have something real to say. She can't stand small talk, or people who don't get to the point. The point being shards, or fighting. Then there's his cousin, William. Plays the big man. And there's his favorites, Chloe, Blake, Big Jim, and Mad Bob. But just don't go calling Bob Mad Bob to his face. When you're talking to him, he's the scrap baron. And you know, they all make shards, so we all make shards. And there's talk about plans. Plans to make the fort something big. What with the Alb attacks and the clerics stealing our stuff, I think we're getting ready to show them we shouldn't be fucked with. So, right, there you are. Does that cover it?
Can you buy Elex here?
Elex? Only if you want fuel for your next trip. The Doc's the best chemsmith here. He mixes Elex into all sorts of things. You can jack it and not worry about turning into an Alb. That Doc, he knows what Elex should really be used for. Freeing your mind. And that Alb converter is gonna help us all find freedom. Woohoo!
You're not afraid of the Albs?
Afraid? Fuck! I'm shit scared of them. I'm not an idiot. I don't want to die. And yeah, other people feel that way too. They stay away from the converter and the Elex. Those Albs stuff their converter with everything that contains Elex, right? So they're doing the work for us. They set the machine up, we take the Elex. We liberate our minds. That's gotta be what the Duke is thinking. Why else would he let them stay there? He'll wait until that Elex is ready. Then we'll use our explosives to blast their asses back to Zakor.
And the people that end up in the converter don't bother you?
Screw them! Assholes were dumb enough to get caught. Dumbasses.
Analyzing. Registering high levels of testosterone and adrenaline amongst the local population. Advise caution.
You have a good day.
Well, excellent. Another desert fly landing here thinking he's found something for free. You're just lucky you aren't a berserker. I hate those forest rats. They're almost as much trouble as the clerics.
You have problems with clerics?
Berserker, cleric. They're both trying to squeeze us out of Tavar. They want to take us out. One needs men, and the other wants our land.
Who wants your men?
The clerics are short of new recruits. Didn't you know that? But they can forget getting them from here. They're not getting a single man while I'm here to stop them. I am William. I am the Duke's cousin. The Duke is in charge round here, and I'm gonna make sure he stays in charge. We are outlaws.
Bullet needs reinforcements outside the gates.
Right. I should have figured he couldn't handle it. How many men does he need?
2 should be enough.
Yes, you're probably right. I can spare 2. Tell Lucy and Bullet their reinforcements are on the way.
Who's the Duke?
You're new here, so listen closely. The Duke runs this place and all of Tavar. He freed this place from Baxter's tyranny. He is just and he is profitable. Which makes you a lucky man. If you turned up when Baxter was in charge, you'd be dead already. That makes the rules here pretty simple. You want the Duke on your side. And the Duke is my cousin, which means you want me on your side. Which means you want to find ways to make a profit.
So you're not the boss here?
Logan is my cousin. That means I am his voice. That means you do what I say. The Duke tells me, I tell you. It gets done. Got it?
Got it. What if I want to join the Outlaws?
We don't take people from other factions. But yeah, we're looking for new people. Getting rid of Baxter meant getting rid of his men. So, prove yourself to me and you can swear loyalty to the Duke. You'll find it profitable. None of the other factions will give you the sort of freedom you can get here.
Or the profit.
Or the profit. Not the Albs, they're separatists. Not the clerics or the berserkers. The fort is where the real power lies.
Let's assume I join you. What happens then?
Then you will start as a runner, like everyone else. If you want to become an enforcer, you will have to earn that privilege. But to each who proves themselves, there comes profit. There comes trust. There comes armor and weapons. So earn your way and take the profit.
Are you sure you have everything under control here?
Only an idiot thinks they have complete control of anything. This is about stopping all the little crises becoming big ones. And I have one small crisis that I can use an outsider to solve.
What do you need my help for?
I need someone who isn't on the radar when it comes to the district overseers. Some of them are pissed about something. I need someone to deal with that.
Who are they?
There's Big Jim. He's in charge of the arena. Chloe, she manages the entertainment district. Then there's Mad Bob. He calls himself the Scrap Baron, and you'd better call him that. People don't call him Mad Bob to his face. Ever. And there's Blake. He takes care of things that need taking care of. They've all earned their place, all proven themselves loyal. But they all have their little problems, and they all want more.
Tell me about Chloe.
Chloe owns her cut of the takings. That's not like her to skip paying her tribute. She knows she's lucky to have the position she has. So I need an outsider to make her pay up. It's a little more diplomatic coming from someone from the outside. And I need someone who isn't scared Chloe will shut them out of the entertainment district. Ask her for the shards and find out why she's not been paying. If you can't manage that, at least make sure she pays her outstanding debts.
What about Blake?
Say, are you even listening to me? Blake is the only overseer who doesn't make trouble here. He takes care of his own interests and does what people tell him. I only wish they were all like that.
Tell me about Big Jim.
Big Jim. Good fighter. He's kept the arena turning a profit. Only now he's beaten everyone who's challenged him. He thinks he's invulnerable. I've even heard rumors he's claiming he will take over from the Duke. I always knew his ego would be his undoing. I should want him dead. Instead, I want you to fight him. He needs his ego deflating. You're to fight in the name of the Duke, and make sure that you teach Big Jim a lesson before I have to shut him up, permanently.
What is the problem with Mad Bob?
Mad Bob, yeah. That is its own chapter. He oversees the scrap deliveries to the fort. They are a big source of profit. Only now there isn't any scrap coming in, and I don't know why. The desert might be dry of water, but there's no way it's dry of scrap.
Speak to him and find out what's happening.
I'm afraid he isn't delivering because nobody will work for him. But maybe it's something else. If you can get Mad Bob to start making deliveries again, I promise that will earn you a good reward.
I will look into the problems you're having.
That's what I wanted to hear. I run things for the Duke. Get things to move along more smoothly? Well, the Duke doesn't forget people who show him loyalty. Let me know how things go.
Have you ever been in the cage?
Yeah, I was champion.
Fuck off! What, really? Before Big Jim was?
Yeah, that's why I'm so rich, respected, and feared here.
All right, I get it. But don't you think you should give it a shot?
Hey, how about you give it a go? Just leave me a shard so I can pay for the funeral.
Yeah, all right, forget it.
Get that beast myself.
Hey, you! You're the guy Bullet sent to William for reinforcements, right? Whatever you said to William was bullshit. Now Bullet has been dragged away, and all because you didn't get us enough men.
What do you mean, dragged away?
One of those dragon mantids grabbed Bullet. It dragged him away. He didn't have a chance, and that's all your fault. You're gonna look for Bullet.
Okay, I'll look for him.
Good. Thank you. That dragon mantid dragged Bullet away to the west. Those things must have a nest in a canyon there. That's gotta be where Bullet is now.
All right, I've got it.
Fuck you!
I found Bullet.
Really? Is he...
He is dead. I found this with his body.
Show me. Let me read. Dear Lucy. I am writing this letter. Your Bullet. Bullet, you ass. Fuckwit didn't say a thing while he was alive. Idiot forgot the first rule of Tavar. Don't make friends. Thanks. Now piss off and leave me alone.
Yourself. Have a great day.
I am the doc. That makes you the patient, right? I can make it happen. Those dreams will come true.
My dreams?
You're here to trade. I'm here to make dreams come true. Everything you need. Drinks, cams, that special kick. The doc can make it for you. The doc can make it come true.
Analyzing impurities in subject's blood. Calculating estimated lifetime.
Hey, stop that.
Leave it, crony. He already knows his problems. Why do they call you Doc?
Isn't that obvious?
Can you heal me?
I can heal you, body and mind. But not for free, of course.
I need healing.
No problem. You should be better now.
You've sampled too many of your own chems.
Oh, I don't do chems. The doc is a chemsmith, an artist, a businessman. I'm not a consumer.
Why are you laughing then?
But I understand your confusion. Once upon a time, the old doc was normal. Then I had a sort of accident. When the outlaws wanted me to experiment with chems, let's just say there was a mix-up of the doses. I've not messed with concentrated chems since. Or taken it pure. Or on my birthday. Not that I've needed to. I mean, that was a high to last a lifetime. Literally.
What do you have to offer?
Nothing at the moment. Not a sizzling second of release. I've been robbed.
Who robbed you?
No idea. I was only gone for a little while, taking care of something. Now, the old doc has to make enough stuff again before he can start delivering again.
What was stolen?
Well, everything. My entire stock, gone. Just gone. Everything, gone. But you could help me. If you want to buy something, we'll have to find the thief.
Do you have any leads?
Go to the girls in the entertainment district. The girls know everything. And Cindy is the best one to talk to out of all of them. She's got less attitude than the others. She'll even talk to me. Talk to her. She might know something about who's trying to deal my cams.
Validity of suggestion analyzed. This course offers potential.
What?
He agrees with your advice.
Okay.
I don't recognize your face. Are you with Bloody Baxter or Logan the Duke?
Who is Baxter?
You really aren't from around here, are you? Baxter the Bloody. He founded the camp here. They say he killed over a dozen jackals with his bare hands, pulled their innards out through their throats, and yet a man as brave as that turned and ran.
Ran from what?
From the Duke. Logan kicked Baxter out of the fort and took over. And then the Duke sent jackals out after him. So they say. But you will have to decide how much of that is true.
Who is Logan?
You don't know who Logan is? Logan's the Duke. You didn't think the Duke's name was just the Duke, did you?
What if I say the Duke?
So, you're for Logan. You're just another fish that swims with the stream, are you? So, what do you want?
Tell me about Baxter.
Why do you want to know? He's gone. No one knows where he is. There's some who say that Baxter is everywhere and nowhere, that he has spies, eyes and ears everywhere. Others say that he was shot in the back of the head and is buried out there in the sands. Whatever the truth, no one's heard from him since Nasty took the fort and the Duke took control. Take my advice and stop asking questions. The Duke won't like it, and if Baxter is still alive, it's not like he's doing anything to defend his own name, is it? Let him fade into the past.
Tell me more about the Duke.
Logan took the fort and he took charge. He's smart and strong enough to have risen to the top. And it runs in the family. That sister of his is smart too. And tough enough to get the men to follow her. That should tell you everything you need to know. A real leader. But if you're an outsider, I have a job for a free agent. Are you up for earning yourself a reward?
Tell me the details and I'll decide.
It's got some risk attached to it. Can you handle that? Are you ready for a tricky task? Okay, so, details. The Duke has a weapons cache. I say cache, but I mean a stockpile. Arms trading is one of his businesses. That makes us competitors. Normally that's fine. There's room for us both. Only right now I've got a bulk deal going through. But only if I can get some grenades to complete the list of things he wants.
I thought you said not to cross the Duke.
If you don't want to get the grenades, you don't have to. I won't force you. You know my offer? You can make your choice.
Yes, I'll get them.
Good decision. So, bring me 3 crates, and then you can pick out a reward. You got that?
Sure, I'll get them.
Who's there? Show yourself. What are you doing here?
Get me a drink. And something to eat. And not just beans. Get me something decent. Well, what are you waiting for? Go get it.
Sure. Pay me and I'll get them.
You're not getting any shards. Just get your ass moving.
No pay, no drink.
Do as I say, or I'll shove your head so far up your ass you'll be kissing your own tonsils. Give me a drink. Give me some food. Get them for me now. Doing that would be a good move on your part. You'll want me to owe you a favor when all my plans come together.
What plans?
What plans? What do you think, I'm stupid? You think I'm gonna tell you that? The Duke might be in charge now, but he won't be running things forever. Someday, someone is gonna take his place. And when they do, you'll want them to be a friend of yours.
Is that so?
Defeating Baxter doesn't make him immortal. The Duke might have the fort now, but remember, no one thought Baxter could be overthrown, and where is Baxter now?
Like to talk big, don't you?
And you're a cocky son of a bitch. You should start listening to people in the know, or you're gonna get left behind.
What do you do here?
I'm Big Jim. Big Jim. I own the arena here. People shit in their pants when they hear they have to face me. And that means people won't cross the Duke if it risks them ending up in the arena with me. And the Duke knows the arena will earn him shards because people want to see me.
What makes you think you can take over from the Duke?
Focus, discipline, and power. I'm focused on my goals, disciplined in my focus, and I focus on my goals. And my goal is power. And my secret weapon? I'm a people person. Unlike the Duke, people love me. They can see I'm a winner. They know I have enough followers to sweep the other factions from Magaland. Believe in the Big Jim plan and feel the power inside you. And for early adopters, I'm offering a stack of grenades as a special gift, if I can get someone to make them.
I can make grenades.
Any idiot can make grenades.
Any idiot can blow themselves up with a faulty trigger pin.
With a what?
Exactly.
Ah, I like you. You're smart. I can use smart. Here, take these parts. Work your magic.
What are the rules?
You'll find out when you get in there. You choose a challenger and you meet them in the arena. Then you fight. You win, you take the money. You lose, you take the injuries and you take them like a man.
So you fight alone?
1 against 1. You fight alone, you fall alone.
Who can I challenge?
Me, if you got the balls. Then there's Ike and Gunn. You might find a few others, if you think you got what it takes.
So I can challenge you?
Not until you've proved yourself by fighting Ike and Gunn. And you'll need to be working for the Duke while he's in charge. Only outlaws get to fight me.
I challenge you.
Forget it. You're not ready to fight me.
Who's out there?
Are you looking for something?
We need to sort things out with those traders and get more supplies in.
If you don't know the past, you'll screw your own future.
Yeah, of course. Why would it be anything else?
I've heard that before.
You aren't thinking clearly.
Don't do anything stupid, okay?
What the fuck do you want?
Or I'll force you to.
Fuck off. I really don't like small talk.
That is enough.
So tell me what you want or leave me the fuck alone.
What makes you think you're so important?
You really want to know who I am? You really want to know? Tough shit.
I was hoping at least one person in the fort knows what's going on. Are you that person?
Maybe. Listen, I meet a dickhead a day who tries lines on me. So unless you've got some real business, or unless my brother the Duke sent you, take the talk to someone else.
Sure. Okay.
I've heard about what you've been doing here. You've blown into Tavar and stirred things up. Most newcomers start at the bottom and take years to crawl up. You're making enemies here. You know that? Some people are getting upset by your successes.
Yeah.
Yet here you are, already getting people to trust you. Question is, are you going to stay and help build things here in the fort? Or blow out of here as quickly as you blew in?
If you want me to stay, you have to give me a reason to stay.
You've got a whole lot of mouth, haven't you? We're going on a little trip, you and me. Then, we'll find out who you really are.
Do I have a choice?
This is the way you prove to me you're ready to stay. And that it's worth the Duke keeping you on. This is the time to prove it. Okay?
I have news from Ignidan. The clerics are planning a big offensive against the Alps.
So, what does that have to do with me? We're gonna finish my business, and until then, I don't care what the clerics are doing.
So the Duke is your brother. Is he your own relation here?
William's my cousin, but it takes more than blood to make you a relation. William works for the Duke. He gets things done his way, I get things done my way.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, I'll see you outside, in front of the city. So, friend, as you can see, that area over there is infested by large, ugly creatures with a taste for human flesh. What you have to do now is simple. Go there and kill them. Think you can handle that?
Yeah, I can handle that.
Okay, so stop talking about it and make it happen.
Did I pass your test?
That's a start. Come and see me when you've recovered. Maybe Tavar does have a use for you. We'll soon find out.
Hey, who? I have nothing for you. Come back another time.
Hey, who's there?
Well, there's what people say and what people do, isn't there?
Hey! Stay right there.
Is there a problem?
That's what we're going to find out. You've got 5 seconds to start talking about the elixir you've brought with you. If you're not worth something, you're not worth anything here. So tell me, do you want to own or be owned? Little Liam here is almost burned out. He needs replacing.
How much are you worth?
More than you could ever afford. I could own you as I own little Liam. I have a lot of property in this fort. The cage is off limits without my special permission. Time for you to move on. If you're looking for entertainment, try the entertainment district. It's in the name.
What's the cage for?
Asshole storage. Anyone who messes with the Duke ends up in there. If they're lucky. Bow to the Duke. Hear the Duke. Don't fuck with the Duke. That's our outlaw version of the Berserker's laws.
Have you thought of setting that to music?
You should ask the Duke. He's famous for his sense of humor.
Do you take many prisoners?
Only where there's a profit. Sometimes to serve as an example to others. But a slit throat and a shallow grave does that better. Frank over there is a cleric. He's serving as an example, and he's proving useful sometimes. He has a brain the Duke wants to pick.
How did Frank get here?
The cleric sent some of Kalan's little soldiers over the border. They soon learned the Duke is more powerful than Kalan. His friends ran. We took this one prisoner.
What can the prisoner tell the Duke?
Things about the clerics. It's safer to force the information out of this asshole than to send a patrol to Ignadon. And it shows everyone here that the Duke bows to no one. Oh, yeah. And if this cleric wants to get you involved in anything, don't listen. He promised a set of shards to Bat, and that dipshit of a runner believed him. Bat lasted 3 days in the cage. Weakling.
You're a prisoner here?
Only in body. My mind and spirit are free. I won't waste words on an unbeliever. Kalan will punish you all.
How were you captured?
What does that matter? Unless you were sent here by my legate.
I wasn't sent.
Then my words would be wasted on you. I have no reason to tell you anything. Don't think I'll give you their coordinates or tell you anything else about my brothers in Kalan. So, leave me.
You can't pass up that opportunity.
It'll be a warm day in Zacor before that happens.
Well, there's what people say and what people do, isn't there?
Profit or problems? Which are you bringing me?
Your choice. You can give me profits, or I'll cause you problems.
Words like that have to be earned. If you want to make your way in Tavar, you need to start with profit. Only that and loyalty count.
Then you need my help.
I need your help. Well, that's a new one.
Do you want my help?
I'll give you 30 seconds.
Tell me what you want.
Judicator Ulbricht is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Alps in Ignadon.
What? Am I supposed to give up Tavar and become some captain for the clerics? Even if this isn't some form of trap, you can't really expect me just to walk into Ignadon, let the clerics and the elves kill each other. That's where the profit lies.
Profit lies in the free people staying free.
You sound like Nasty. She says things like that when she's drunk. She used to be an idealist. Time in the desert leading troops has taught her the truth. You ask her, nothing is free. No one is free. There is only profit.
It must be difficult keeping a city like this together.
Do you see any real problems out there? Do you see any more indiscipline than there is in the other factions? Everyone here is free. Everyone here has decided to be here. Liberty, profit, survival of the fittest. Those are the laws of the wasteland. Those are the laws of Tavar. And everyone in Tavar knows that I am the only one who can guarantee them.
What about the other factions?
What about them? The Berserkers and their pilgrim. They don't even know where their leader has gone. He's hiding in the mountains while they grub around in the dirt. They know nothing about profit. Well, and we don't even have to talk about those elves. They're just completely crazy.
And the clerics?
Who talk of technology but worship superstition? While we grow day by day, they are dying in their stronghold. Soon we will pick the bones of the Horde. After the elves they gave birth to come home to destroy them. Tavar is growing while all the other factions fight amongst themselves, and that is down to me.
If you want profit, give me a job.
A job? All right. Find Conrad. You'll find him in the rocket silo. Tell him I want the job finished. And then, you do whatever he needs doing. If he doesn't finish his job soon, I'll kill him. And then, I'll kill you. Oh, and to be clear, you might be disposable, but Conrad isn't. Make sure he is kept alive until the job is done. If he dies, you die. There's your job. Now get the fuck out of here and get it done.
I'm disposable.
More disposable by the minute if you keep standing there talking.
Right.
No questions. Get the job finished.
How can I join the Outlaws?
You can get the job done that I've given you. Get your fucking ass out there and get it fucking done.
They are nothing but trouble.
I owe you. Thanks. Thanks for helping me.
What are you doing here?
got in a pot for 3 hours last night.
How come?
That slop Chloe serves at her place tied me in knots.
Damn. I ate some of that too.
Well, then get ready to hit the porcelain. If you've got the same thing I've had, you're gonna pay. Fuck!
I have been feeling a bit weird. Oh man, that's the last thing I need. Really?
You really think that?
I heard he was robbed.
If someone walks out without covering their bill again, I'll take it from your pay. Or I'll send you to Mad Bob to have the equivalent
You think
cut
you can get a
out
hold of
you.
a decent set of
You
Alp
know we
components?
can't afford shortfalls
I can find some
right
shards
now.
to cover that.
It can't end
I
like
am.
this.
What the fuck are you looking at? Buy a drink, get a life, or get the fuck out of here. All right?
Any advice on how I should get a life?
Don't take a job in this bar. Don't listen to anything anyone in this fucking town has to say. And don't waste the time of the few good, honest, hardworking people you can find here. Any more advice, you can pay for by buying a drink.
What is this place?
This is the place of dreams, the place of love, laughter, and infinite possibility. If you want to forget all your troubles and live the life your days in the desert have earned, then this is the place to do it. Just make sure you hand over your shards, or Mad Bob will be taking your hands. Clear?
So, you're in charge of this place?
You sound surprised. Don't you think I'm capable of running this palace of pleasure? You're not the first. But don't worry, I know exactly how to keep all the fleas jumping in this little circus.
Why have the outlaws stayed here in this desert?
You think we're the only ones trying to take things? Elves, clerics, berserkers, they all take what they want. What is there to steal in Tavar? Sand and ruins and wreckage. So, here we get to be free.
William sent me.
What do you want? You're not here to collect the Duke's tribute, are you?
Good guess. That's exactly what I'm here for.
It was no guess, it's years of practice. Let's see if you can do the same. Guess what I'm thinking? Is it A, no chance, B, not a chance in hell, or C, there's really not a chance in hell? Damn it. If you're really set on collecting something, then go and see Rat. He owes me, so you can get my payments from him.
Are you serious?
Do I look like I'm joking? I've told William 1,000 times. I can't pay. So, if you can't get payment from Rat, you won't get it from me because I just don't have it.
Are you completely sure? I mean, yeah, what the fuck?
He's joined us, you know?
What can I get you?
Is there a problem?
No problem. If you're here for a drink or chems, speak to me. If you're here on business, talk to Chloe.
What do you have to offer?
Everything that clouds your judgment. Alcohol, chems, name your poison.
Yeah, it needs to be totally reworked. If you can get the spares.
Give me what I'm owed.
Well, take it easy. I told you I'll take care of it, but you need to give me the time. Come back in a few hours.
You look wired, man. I mean, super intense. Have you been racking up some of Doc's downers? Come on, what's your story?
You want to know my story?
Yeah, I do. Come on, you can pop me one of the Duck stims to keep me awake while you yabber.
Here, buy some yourself.
I knew you were one of the good ones. And about your story, you can tell it to me later, yeah? Let's save that special moment. You're going to want to know about the game. It's the best way in Tavar to make profit. Though we'll have to wait until my brother gets here.
What's your brother got to do with it?
He brings me luck. I never play without him around.
Is this game how you earn a living?
Some of it, but you've got to have your place here in the fort. I'm a runner. You know, I take messages or things from one place to another, make sure they get there safe. It's a risky life, but that also brings opportunities. Who knows which runner will make it through alive and which won't? Well, if you can guess, you can bet on it with me. You see, I run a book on which runners will do a job and which will make it through alive, among other things. The bosses gamble with our lives, so why shouldn't we earn off it?
Halt! Not so fast. What do you want in the fort?
I want to join the outlaws.
You do? Well, step right in then. Just watch your step, and don't annoy the Duke. That'll get him annoyed that I let you in. And I don't need that sort of trouble. So okay, in you go. And remember, make profit, have fun, and don't cause any shit that will blow back on me.
What is there here in the fort?
Everything you could ever want. There's the arena in the Fighters District. That's run by Blake, or is it Big Jim? I'm not sure anymore. Then, if you're looking for Alexit, there's the Scrap District, but that's controlled by Mad Bob, and you're better off staying out of his way. And there's the Trading District. I don't know who's managing that these days. Being a boss, an overseer here, tends to be a job for life, if you get my meaning. Except the Duke. He controls everything, and he's going nowhere. Whereas you should go to the best place in the fort, the Entertainment District. Chloe will make sure you're taken care of.
What are you doing here if you let everyone through?
Staying alive, my friend. I'm staying alive. That's why I got posted to this side of the fort. The other side, that's where the real action is. By the converter. My job? Well, you could do it with a robot and a ticket machine. That'd be great. It'd give me more time off.
Why is the converter so dangerous?
Because of all the creatures there. That, and when the Alps decide to attack us, that's where they'll come from. That'll give them a nice short walk when they drag everyone out of here to throw them into the converter. That's why the gate up there is so well secured. Nobody'll get through the gate there. But as I said, you could manage this gate with a robot. With a robot? Now that is an idea.
Pay me, and I'll find you a robot.
Are you serious? But no, I can't just let myself be replaced by a robot. Can I?
You could definitely replace yourself with a robot.
Let me think about it. I mean, the clerics use robots for things like this all the time. Not that I know anything about clerics, but laying around and letting a robot do my work sounds pretty good, actually. Any idea how we want to do that? I mean, of course, only if you want to help me.
No, I guess we would need help. Do you know anybody who could help us?
Well, there's Elmar, one of the cleric prisoners. He's a genius at this stuff. But first, we'd need an AI module from a drone, so Elmar can reprogram it. Yeah, this is gonna work. We can do this. You get that module, and I'll give you 10% of what I earn off the gate. How does that sound?
I'll get you an AI module.
Yeah. There's a drone not far from here. Looks like it's intact, but it's broken down. Here, I'll give you the coordinates. See if it has an intact AI module.
Are you sure these coordinates are correct?
Yeah, why would I give you the wrong coordinates? Look, you see the beacon over there? If you go to it, you'll find the cliff wall fast enough. Then, when you're standing in front of it, look right, and you'll see a canyon. The drone's down there.
module on this drone is damaged. I have the AI module.
It is functional, right?
Maybe. You'll have to check it.
What do you mean? Did you damage it?
The drone attacked me. I had to fight it.
Really? When I saw it, it was just lying there. Oh well, no harm done. Well, not if the module is all right.
It's damaged. Have a look.
Yeah, that's hardly pristine merchandise. Still, maybe Elmar can save it.
I'll take the module to Elmar.
Okay, here. Take it to him and see what he can do to fix it. Tell him I'll have to owe him a favor. I'm out of shards. If you have to pay him, I'll have to owe you, okay? Honestly, you'll get it back when I'm not broke.
Okay.
You are the best. I'll pay you back twice over once I have the money. I promise.
What? Who's there?
Are you looking for something?
I'm sorry. Unless this is official business, you should move on.
Well, what have we here? A new face. Always good to get new faces. As long as they bring profit and not trouble. Which one are you then? Let me get a look at you. You recently passed through the desert with nothing on your back. You had to eat whatever you could find, am I right?
So, you're a cook?
A cook? No. Sadly, that's not a set of skills I have. I am an instrument of the Duke's will. I give out the rations and ensure that his men are happy. All may come here and eat, no matter how rich or poor. We are here for his men.
And what does the Duke ask for in return?
He asks for nothing, but loyalty and good service to their generous leader. You won't starve while the Duke leads. If you were an outlaw, you could get your rations from me every day. But just to show you the generosity of the Duke on this occasion, take this gift and know of his greatness.
So, how can I help you serve the Duke?
Well, there's talk that will see you advance here. Are you a fighting man? Our caravan delivering supplies to Abessa has disappeared. And as you are no outlaw, you'd be perfect. You see, I need someone to find it, and I need someone who can be discreet.
Discreet? What are you trying to hide?
I'm hiding nothing. I just don't want this getting out yet. Not yet. If it was one of our own people, an outlaw who did it, you see, that's why we need discretion. In fact, we need to be discreet whoever did this.
Pay me, and I'll be as discreet as you want.
Respect the Duke, and the Duke will respect you. And you'll get paid. Look, this is about protecting those that need protecting. This is about protecting the weak and the helpless. Not just those souls in the caravan, but those here at home. The truth, the wrong sort of truth, can hurt such vulnerable people. That's why the strong, like you and the Duke, must protect them from the truth. Even if it means keeping our mouths shut. Even if it means ensuring there are no witnesses who can contradict the truth those people need. No witnesses, understand?
I will look for the caravan.
Then the Duke's gratitude will rain on you as it rains on us all. I'll put my trust in you wholeheartedly. The magnanimous, gracious, and tolerant Duke will put his trust in you. I'm sure you'll be discreet and help save lives by protecting the truth. So, go and check out the caravan's last known locations and come back to me with a report. A report and nothing and no one else. Oh, did I say nothing? If you find a few good crates, you should bring those to me. Crates good, witnesses bad, right?
Sure.
Welcome to the entertainment district. Name your pleasure, name your desire, and here, you can make it happen. So, tell me, what do you desire?
Desire?
What do you dream of when you're out there in the desert all alone? Whatever it is, you can have it here. I can help you make those dreams come true. So, let me take those shards and give you your desires. But, you know where to find me before you go back out into that big, lonely desert again. It's hard to find what makes you happy. And when you do, you should hold on to it. Make it real, even for a short time before you lose it forever.
Sounds like you're the one who lost something. Are you all right?
Of course. Yes, look, honestly, I'm fine. I just want you to tell me what you want. I can make it worth your while. Really, think about it. We can make an arrangement.
It sounds like you're trying to pay me.
Well, I'm just saying we can come to an arrangement. You can pay, or maybe you can help me in return. You help me, I can help you. Do you understand?
What help do you need?
If I tell you, I'm trusting you with my life, but someone I know, Liam, he's in trouble. Iron Madison has got her claws into him. I mean, she owns him. She treats him like he's her slave.
What do you mean she owns Liam?
Madison was the Duke's favorite for a while. It's over now, but she can still call on him. She might have made herself the Duke's plaything, but she likes to own people herself. Now, she's picked Liam, and if he refuses her anything, well, her last two playthings are dead, put it that way.
Why do you care?
Because I care, okay? He has to get away from her. He has to get free.
How can I help?
You'll help? For real? I mean, you have to know there's only one way to help. Iron Madison has to die. Otherwise, she'll come after him. After you, after me. There's no other way to end this but to kill her.
I'll help you. You don't need to pay me.
You'll help me just like that? What's the catch? Nobody does anything for free around here.
I'm not nobody.
I know, and you'll be saving Liam's life. You'll be helping the whole fort. It won't be easy to kill her. And I should warn you that killing her openly risks the Duke coming after all of us. You'll have to find a way to get rid of her discreetly.
How do you suggest I kill her?
Well, everyone knows she loves to start fights. If you provoke her, she'll take the bait for sure. And if she attacks you, not even the Duke will blame you for defending yourself. And if you just went and attacked her, he'd be forced to act. But if you get her to attack you, well, I think he'd be glad to be rid of her. She's trouble for him.
You must hear a lot of things.
Pillow talk, you mean? Yes, I get to hear all sorts. Tell me, what do you want to know? Don't expect to get the information for free.
I need some information.
And I need shards. So let's make a deal.
Doc's chems were stolen. Have you heard anything about them?
Stolen chems? No, I don't think anyone's been talking about them.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but I've heard of some good quality chems coming from somewhere else. Maybe that's someone selling the Doc stuff.
Tell me what you know.
It's a guy called Scrappy. He normally deals in small-scale salvage. But suddenly, he's selling top-grade chems to some of my customers.
Where can I find Scrappy?
He hangs out below the fort, in a canyon where all the rubbish gets thrown.
Right. I'm looking for anything that might make me some Elexit.
Well, I have heard something. A guy I know has had a row with his wife. He's been coming to the entertainment district too often. She started threatening revenge, so he's hidden his shards from her. He knows I don't leave the fort, so he lets slip where he put them. I'll give you the coordinates.
Thanks.
We both need the shards. He certainly doesn't.
What? Just go.
What? Is there someone there?
Better for you. Just go. Better for you. Just go. Better for you.
Do you want to know what I found in the trash in those ruins?
I don't know. Do I?
Here, take a look. What do you think's written on there?
I don't know. I see a Q, a U, and a Y.
Crazy, huh? You think it's a code or something?
A code? What's a name tag?
Name tag? What is that?
They used to wear these things so everyone would know who they were talking to.
What? Couldn't they remember?
Who knows? But it's trash. Just get rid of it.
Right. I really thought it might be something useful. I mean, it's on plastic, made to last. Why do that just to put your name on your chest?
Brought you a report from another city.
Yes? Which city did you go to?
I went to the fort.
Good. Then tell me your report on the outlaws.
The fort is well prepared for defense. They're not lacking weapons, and they seem determined to keep what they have.
And their state of mind? I'd hoped the outlaw problem would solve itself by them tearing themselves apart.
They have similar numbers of people to you. It's true that they don't all agree, but their leader, the Duke, seems to have the outlaws under control.
Then I will need to think again about Tavar. I was hoping that they'd implode, leaving us with one less threat. But it seems we may not be so fortunate. Tavar is always safer when it's fighting itself. It leaves them less energy for fighting us. Thank you for your report.
I have news from the other regions.
Oh? What is it?
Your outpost in Tavar was attacked by outlaws.
You've seen this for yourself? Or did you hear about it from your friends? Speak up now. Has the World Heart survived?
It was destroyed.
And our men?
All dead. None survived.
Then the Duke must pay for this in blood. Blood and profit are the only things these outlaws understand. Here, you have earned this as payment for your news. This should at least cover the supplies it took to bring me this information.
You have your reports.
It is not an easy quest that our forefathers have given us. But by the Pilgrim, we will see Amrek's dream become real. As he belted on from desert to forest, so shall we continue his work until all Magalan is cleansed of Elex and grows pure again.
Of course. Why would it be anything else?
Well, if she had asked me, that wouldn't have happened.
From what I've heard, you haven't got the best reputation.
Is that right? That's just because I'm the one who is prepared to get my hands dirty getting things done. So speak up. Who has been bad-mouthing me? Come on. Open your mouth and speak. Which skin flap has been opening their mouth, and what do they say?
I'm not telling you a thing.
You think you can withhold information from me? I'll break every damn bone in your body.
You like to talk, don't you?
You think I'm all talk? Wow, have you got it wrong.
Enough talk. Let's get this over with.
Another asshole, another corpse.
You are dead.
The same day in, day out.
They say he was eaten.
Yeah, of course. Why would it be anything else?
Why do you always say that?
It'll rain and down when that happens.
If that's the way you feel, then ask around and see who needs help.
Well, there's what people say and what people do.
Well, if she had asked me, that wouldn't have happened.
It'll rain and tab on you for that happens.
Gossip is disgust. You shouldn't listen to it.
What crimes did you commit to end up here, hmm?
What makes you think I committed a crime?
Everyone here did. They were forced here, or they came because they didn't have anywhere else to go. Either way, we're prisoners. Which one are you?
Neither. I'm no prisoner.
Yeah, everyone thinks that at the start. So if you're not a prisoner, what do you want from me, Conrad the Creator?
What are you doing down here?
I am working on the infernal machine. I am building the end of the world. The comet's gonna have nothing on what the Duke's got me putting together.
You're building a bomb.
A bomb?
A bomb is explosives. Bang.
This won't blow up a few mutants. This will evaporate a whole damn city. This is Big Bang.
The Duke wants to destroy a whole city.
Who knows? Depends how big we build it. But from my calculations, it will destroy a city at least. But who cares exactly what goes up? This is a thing of beauty. Beauty!
Which city does the Duke want to destroy?
Pick one. The King of the Desert has a lot of enemies.
Zakor, Abessa, Idan. Do you think any of them is going to mess with the Duke once they know he can evaporate their asses?
Huh. Whoever owns this would only need to do it to one city and then no one would mess with him again. But I am only an emissary, an artist working to create the Duke's vision. Have you spoken to him yet, the Duke?
Yes, I've spoken to him.
Well, then you know what I'm talking about, right? Ah, he is a visionary.
How is the bomb coming along?
Big Bang, the Comet's daughter, the Firebringer. She's almost done. Almost. Almost. I just need a few more things, and she will fly. I get those, and she'll be ready to change the world.
How did you get here?
Captured. Set free. It's hard to remember now. I was in the wrong place at the right time. No, or the right place at the wrong time. But on duty in Ignadon when outlaws crashed into us. Should have died. Would have died. But the Duke wanted a pet. Hooked me up on chems and told me his plan. And she is a thing of beauty.
Why haven't you escaped?
What? Have you seen that desert? Have you tried kicking chems? Without protection and completely alone, I wouldn't survive 24 hours out there.
Do you know the captive cleric, Frank?
No. Or maybe I just forgot. I don't recognize him from Ignorant. Why are you asking me?
I want to find his old unit.
Okay, let's do this and do it quickly. I can guess where they're located. I'll transmit the coordinates to your adjutor. Just don't tell me what you're going to do with this information. It is better that you keep it to yourself. Under no circumstances do I want to know what your motives are or what you're doing. Okay?
The Duke sent me to help you.
What? Ah, I said we're all prisoners here together. All together. Well, if you're here to help, I need some components. If Big Bang is going to bang, she needs a few things.
All right. What do you need?
So, first and foremost, I need an inverse phase conductor. And a proprietary Edwards condenser, of course, yeah. And if you get those, then you'll need to get me a concentric cross-armature coil, too.
Anything else?
Definitely, but let's get to the most important stuff first. It will be good for both of us if you hurry. The Duke is starting to get impatient. He wanted Big Bang ready to go last month. And she's not ready to go yet. Not yet.
Where can I find the components you need?
You think I've been out in the desert? How should I know? Finding them is down to you.
It's both our lives on the line with the Duke. You have to have some idea.
Okay. Okay. Let me think. Some of these components are specialists, but the others are just out there. Find some pre-comet tech, and you should find the things we need. You can spot them in the desert because of those insectoid things. They drink the oil or something. Look for a cloud of those things and you'll find the machines.
Do you think you will ever finish that thing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're not inventing anything here. This is recreating. They used to have these things before the comet. You wait till you see her in action. None of us were here when the comet hit, and she's the closest you're gonna get to that.
What do you want from me? I hate you outlaws to death. First you take me prisoner, then you hold me captive, then you let me sit here going stale. You're wasting my talents.
I'm not an outlaw.
Outlaws, berserkers, albs, you're all the same. Ignorant, valueless, non-believers and heretics who have not seen the light of Kalan. I don't expect wisdom just because you aren't an outlaw.
If you don't want to be here, why don't you just escape?
Because those bastards wired me. You must know that.
What do you mean, wired you?
If I go further than 100 meters from the fort, boom! An explosive implant will kill me. But knowing the junk technology here, this thing will probably just blow up on its own, even if I don't try and leave the fort. My only hope is that the outlaws will let me go at some point.
I see. I need this AI module repaired. Can you do that?
That? Yes, I can do that. But you'll have to pay me. Maybe then one day I can buy my freedom.
Then I'd rather do it myself.
You can do that?
Yes, I can do that.
Ah, well, if you're gonna be like that, just give it to me before you break something. These things don't take rough handling. There. One functioning AI module. Have fun with it.
Put your weapons... That was a sensible decision. Keep your hands off the stores, and I won't have to chop those hands off. Clear?
I want some better armor.
Then you're in the right place. Join us here, and you can start earning this armor if you're good enough.
What will you sell me?
You get what you deserve. Prove you can be loyal to the Duke, earn profit, and you'll get your chance to buy anything. There aren't many who get to wear the armor of an enforcer or a captain. If you want that, you'll have to kiss a lot of asses.
Show me what you've got. I'm in.
Who are you hiding from?
You can quit sneaking around. I saw you.
All right, if that...
All right then.
You asshole!
Just give me a minute to calm down, will you? Calming. Calming. Whew. Shit. A moment longer and those cannibals would have had me over the fire. There's enough creatures out here trying to eat me without people trying it as well. Shit. That's not something I want to go through again. Hell. You've not got anything to drink, have you? Something to help a man get his head screwed back on?
Here. This should help.
That's good. There's something about a near-death experience that makes everything taste golden. You saved me. I mean, you saved my life. And I've learned a lot about Magalan's history. But cannibals? I haven't heard of anything like that since the dark days after the comet hit. Most of what we live on in Tavar is from the past. So history is profitable. Interesting, too. You should learn it.
What are you doing out here?
The light beacon. I've always been fascinated by them. They used to be a cry for help, or a way to give help, direction, guidance. I've seen leaders come and go in the fort, and there's only one constant. You have to rely on yourself. So, I look for ruins, visit the beacons, and I find things to earn shards, so I don't need anyone else.
Brave for someone at your age.
My age? Ha! Age is bullshit. Wrinkled or smooth-skinned, life throws the same shit at you. I know these lands better than to come alone. I was traveling with a pair of scrap collectors. They needed a lead. I needed some help. On our way there, we got ambushed by a group of clerics. I didn't want a chance to fight with them. They were much better armed. So I got out of there.
What happened to the scrap collectors?
They didn't make the same choice. That's the problem with some people of their age. They think every fight is winnable. They think running away is the wrong thing to do. Yet, here I am at my age. I just wish I'd had their legs for running. The clerics caught up with me and took me prisoner. I'm here, aren't I? I waited until it was dark and I got out. I guess they thought I was too old to guard. And I got away with their leader's weapon. I think that must have made them angry. Now those clerics are out hunting for me. You can hear their horns. That's why I thought I'd head for the beacon. Get some scrap, and get myself back to Tavar. Shards would mean safety. But you know what happened next? Damn Reavers. Life sure is cheap out here.
Tell me about Magellan's past.
Gladly. What would you like to know?
Tell me about Tavar.
Well, it might not seem like there's a lot of history here, but this place hasn't always been desert. When the comet hit, it turned this place into the wasteland you see. But not everything was destroyed. Some building complexes, like the fort, survived. Others were buried. When the sand shifts, other buildings appear. And then all the things that were left in them are there for the taking. Not that everything that's buried is good. Logan, the Duke as he's known today, they're sitting on a powder keg. Back before the comet hit, they stored weapons there. Serious, end-of-the-world weapons. And they're still there, somewhere, along with a whole stack of the usual kind.
What kind of weapons?
I know the history, not the science. I'm no cleric. But these things were supposed to destroy cities. They were supposed to destroy countries.
How could they do that?
I don't know. Big explosions. Big explosions. And the fort is sitting on top of them. That's why I want shards. I want to be a long way from here if those things ever go off.
Tell me about the factions.
Well, their recent history. I mean, they only came about after the comet hit. Before that, there were countries and governments. Millions of people organized into groups. Nothing like now. But the comet destroyed all that. There aren't really records from after the comet hit. No one was writing things down. They were just trying to survive. No leaders. All the things they relied on to survive had gone. But it didn't take long for people to form groups to get resources. And it didn't take long for those people to start fighting. All factions think they've got ways to save us. They're all just ways people are trying to survive.
So, there are a lot of gaps in your knowledge of history?
Well, some. There were more records kept during the territory wars. That was once the factions had formed and started fighting each other. I guess as soon as you're a group, you want to start keeping a history of who you are. History becomes more important. Anyway, instead of fighting over 1 or 2 tins, the factions started fighting over land. Elex, resources. Any small factions that were left got absorbed or destroyed. I mean, these people were survivors, so you'd think that's what they'd want, to survive. Instead, there were yet more deaths. There aren't numbers, but I'd guess at least half of those still alive were killed. That's just a guess. Finally, the people in charge realized the cost was too high, so they formed a council, the Great Council of Magellan, and made a non-aggression treaty.
A non-aggression treaty? That doesn't seem to have worked.
Well, peace is always fragile. The Berserkers and Clerics have totally different ideas about Elex and technology, for a start. But after all the deaths, the factions knew they risked their own destruction if they fought anymore. So, The peace lasted, more or less. There were always some hotheads, some isolated clashes over resources. But the leaders brought their people back into line. All the factions rebuilt their lands, worked on their own rules.
So, what went wrong?
The Alps. They were just a small splinter group. They went up into Zakor, into the ice, and no groups were interested in that land. They built their strength, and then they invaded. The factions were taken completely by surprise. The Alps captured people, land, built their converters before the factions could respond. What happened to the prisoners, the dead? History doesn't speak of that.
I've heard enough.
At least you did listen. That's not always the case today.
What do you know about the Berserkers?
They were a group living up in the woods, trying to grow their own food, and they evolved from there. Everyone else was fighting for what was left, but they decided to make something new. It was some guy called Amric that started them. The new guy they have there, Thorold, the Pilgrim, sees himself as some sort of spiritual successor to Amric. He has changed things there. They're pushing out into the world more than they did. The Berserkers used to stay in Edan mostly. They'd fight to protect their borders, make assaults outside them, and then pull back. Now they're holding ground. It seems the Pilgrim wants to purify all of Edan. They're gonna use their world hearts to change the world. They want to use their magic to turn the clock back and make Magalan what it was. Well, they'll change it. But whether Magalan was ever like they say, that's just a fantasy.
How much do you know about the clerics?
Secretive lot. They probably know more about history than the others, but they keep it to themselves. But this god they believe in, Kalan, I haven't seen anything anywhere about this god in records from before the comet hit. Why they've created a god and worship technology? Well, I can't understand it. Everything else they do is about knowledge and fact and observation. So why invent a lot of hocus pocus to go with it?
Why did the clerics have so few men?
The wars. They put their faith in their fighting machines. But either their prayers weren't answered or they had a technological hitch. They went into battle with the Berserkers and their machines shut down. They were defeated. Heavy losses. Those left retreated into Ignadon. Anyone that didn't make it back was cut down by one faction or another. The clerics' numbers never recovered. I guess they must have fixed whatever the problem was with their fighting machines. It's never happened again.
Give me the cleric's weapon.
Why should I give it to you?
We help each other out, right?
Well, you had a beer from me. So yeah, all right. You can have it.
Is there something you need?
No, I'm okay. Don't waste your time on my old bones. The only thing I'm interested in is stories. And I don't think you are the storytelling type.
What do you know about the Alps?
Hardly anyone knows anything about them. I mean, other than about their attacks.
Maybe I could tell you a story about them.
Now I am curious. Do you know why they use Elex?
It makes them stronger, of course. Greater strength, lower levels of fatigue, reduced pain. It turns men into fighting machines. And not just physically. Elex keeps them clear thinking. It removes the emotions that could get in the way of orders.
So it means no one can argue with orders?
It reduces the chances. That's one of the reasons Alps are so successful. They operate together without question.
Not all of them. Some operate alone.
Then you've heard of the Elexitors. They rule in Zakor. They still consume Elex, but they are given a command role.
You mean like Wardek and Kallax? Or Jax? Have you heard of them?
Yes, they are names to be feared. Though I had heard that Jax had disappeared.
So the rumors say. What else do you know about the Alps?
That they have as good as or better knowledge of technology than the clerics. That's because you and them have something in common.
Me? What have I got in common with Alps?
An interest in history. The Elexitors, well, I don't know for sure, but they have found some fragments of old world information. They're using that knowledge.
They're interested in the old world?
No, not at all. They just want the technology. Interest is emotional. The past is something that's gone. They want the future.
Interesting. Not many people seem to think about what the Alps want.
That's all I know.
That was very informative. Thank you.
Do I know you? You see, I'm thinking, no, I don't know you. So, I'm asking myself where you saw the fucking sign that says, hey, talk to this guy.
I saw it back there.
Ha, funny. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the last comedian I met kept telling jokes even after I wrapped him in meat and thrown him to the dogs. You know, he laughed all the way until his larynx got torn out. The fuck do you want here? You think you can make it here? You think the Duke is going to start giving you profit just like that? You're a nobody. Why the fuck would the Duke want a nobody?
Who are you exactly?
I'm the Scrap Baron. Remember that if you want to make profit, because I'm in charge of the scrap collectors here. Which means you don't make profits if you piss me off.
The Scrap Baron? Well, that explains why you're living in this dump.
This entire planet's a dump. Scrap is profit. Life is cheap. People are cheap. Scrap is worth more than life. Bring me scrap, or you're worthless to me. And take some advice. You're free here. No gods to pray to, no trees to serve, no hybrid to give you orders. You're as free as long as you have shards in your pocket, and as long as you don't piss me off, or steal from me, or keep asking me dumbass questions. So enjoy your freedom. People died to get it for you.
What do you do with all this scrap?
We make profit, and we keep those shitbag factions out of our business. Scrap is what makes it all happen. Scrap is what we've got in Tavar. Scrap is who we are, and I am the Scrap Baron.
Where do you get this scrap?
From the ruins of the old world out in the desert. It's out there, waiting to be found. Treasure amongst the sands. You just need the people to get it.
And people? Well?
They are the easiest and cheapest things to come by.
And then you take the profits.
Trickle-down economy, isn't it? I get the shards, when they get the scrap. And if they don't get the scrap, their blood trickles down into the desert. It's the shards I get for their scrap that keeps them alive. Whatever anyone says, my scrap is the savior of this shithouse. You can work for me. I've got the shards. You just have to do me a few favors to get them.
Why do people call you Mad Bob?
Who called me that? Who the fuck called me that?
You haven't heard that name before?
Just tell me who the fuck used that name. Was it William? Was it Chloe? Tell me, was it the Duke? No, it wouldn't be the Duke. So which of the other two was it?
Just answer my question.
Forget that name. No. Tell me who told you that name, then you'd better fucking forget it.
It's forgotten.
It better be. It fucking better be. Good, right. right decision by you. Just so we understand each other, I'll say this one last time. Don't ever use that name again.
Where do you want me to start?
Well, first, I want some answers. I sent some scrap collectors out to scavenge a set of ruins on an island to the south. Everything I heard about those ruins screamed profit. And yet, so far, no scrap deliveries. So, I want you to go and find out what's happening, and make damn sure my scrap arrives soon.
Iron Madison is dead.
Dead? Dead for real? Dead and never coming back? Oh, you don't know how long I've hoped to hear those words. If there is an afterlife, I hope she's burning in it. Liam is free. Maybe now we can be together. Thank you. Thank you for helping us. You have a kind and blessed heart. I hope you find your way. No one deserves to be alone.
No, not now.
So what do we do with the repaired AI module?
Well, we'll need a functioning drone. If only we knew where to find one that was intact and hadn't been destroyed. We can get a new one from the clerics. You know, one of our cleric prisoners told me they're making a U-5 prototype over there in the Horde. It's got enhanced intelligence, or something. That'd be perfect for what we needed to do.
I'll get you the drone prototype from the clerics.
Right, good. You shouldn't have any trouble getting the drone out of there. You know clerics, they'll be too busy worshipping and stuff. They probably won't even notice you're there.
Why did you kill Iron Madison?
She deserved to die. I did you a favor.
You can't just kill our people.
She was that important to you?
So what? You want to piss on me and tell me it's raining? You don't get to decide what's important to me and what's not.
Trust me, I did you a favor.
Maybe. She certainly wasn't a supporter of mine. Unless you have something else to tell me.
Chloe doesn't have the shards to pay.
There must be 1,000 people here in the fort who owe her something. Tell her to collect it or do it for her. Her debts are now our debts, and they will be paid. I don't care how you do it. Just make sure the Duke gets his Elexit.
And here you are, back again. Ready to go?
I have news from Ignadon. The clerics are planning a big offensive against the Alps.
So? What does that have to do with me? We're gonna finish my business, and until then, I don't care what the clerics are doing.
I'm ready. What is it about?
I'll show you when we're there.
We? Is this just the two of us?
Does that scare you? Are you scared of a challenge? Come on, we'll take care of this alone. Come on, let's get this job done. There he is, El Colisado, the terror of our runners. We've sent several teams to find him and kill him.
And obviously, they lost.
Yeah, most of our guys just run from it. Piss ants. What makes him so dangerous isn't just his strength, it's how clever he is when fighting. So be careful, and give him everything you've got.
You want to go down there now?
Yeah, you and me. We go down there together, we fight together, we stick together. me hanging again, okay? Yeah, I'm coming. El Colisaro. That thing was killing our runners.
Why couldn't they take care of it?
You sound like William. Runners might be expendable, but we can't make a profit without them. Fucking William. If it's not shards lying on the sand, he can't understand the true worth of it.
Everything okay with us?
Yeah, whatever. Let's get on with it.
Why didn't we bring more men?
We didn't need them,
That thing could have killed both of us.
but it didn't. So, here we are.
Is killing creatures all we're going to do?
There are more challenges out there. We'll find them.
We make a good team.
You are talking about profit here, right? Because challenge and profit is all I'm looking for. But, okay. If you find me a good enough challenge, something to really shake shit up, I'll think about it.
How about taking the fight to the Alb Alexiters in Zakor? Would that be a big enough challenge?
Fight the leader of the Albs? Well, that certainly is a challenge. It's also suicide without a plan. But if you come to me with a plan, sure, why not? Fuck it, let's destroy the Albs, just the two of us.
The adjudicator Ulbricht is planning a huge offensive against the Albs in Ignadon.
Good. Then the clerics and the Albs can take care of each other. It's the clerics' damn fault we have the Albs in the first place.
Ulbricht needs a field commander. I think you should take that command.
Me? Why would I help the clerics clear up their problems?
And with Ignadon gone, where do the Albs go next?
Edan. They hate the Berserkers. Do you really believe in all this shit? Causes don't get you anywhere. Why should I fight for them?
Albs want all the Elex, be it in Ignadon, Edan, or Tavar. They will come here.
And you think fighting a battle in Ignadon for the clerics will help? And what difference am I supposed to make?
You captured the fort, didn't you? And you want a new challenge. Destroying the Albs converter in Ignadon. Now that's a challenge.
And this cleric is so desperate he'll ask an outlaw to lead his men?
He needs an experienced commander who can help bring the free people together. And he's desperate.
Well, if it's desperate times, that's what I do best. I'm in.
You're sure?
I took the fort, I planned it, I led it. What have I done since? So sure, whatever. Let's go and fuck up some Albs. Better than wasting away here.
Good. Then I found the commander they need.
They know my history. They know I can lead. I'm ready to deal with any troll shit they think about me.
A chem-dealing outlaw who kills clerics and doesn't believe in Kalan?
You think they can deal with that? Then, I'm in. As long as you join me in this. I'll leave for the Hort and talk to this Ulbricht. You better not be troll-shitting me about this, and you better be ready to fight.
Isn't there another way?
Yeah. You can sit there, take some chems, and dream. Dream a pretty little dream.
How have other people become outlaws?
They've made their name. Big mouths weed people out quickly. Many people like to say who they are and what they can do. The fort quickly finds out if they can.
I want to get some of the armor you have here.
Talk to my cousin William. He deals with that sort of thing. But if you join us, you will swear loyalty to me for good. You'll start as a runner, but prove loyal, and you can become an enforcer or maybe even a captain. Each rank comes with its rewards, but all this is easy to talk of. Harder, much harder, for you to achieve.